Love is a better teacher than duty. This quote can teach us something about the bigger picture of learning. As many other quotes taught us already, life means lifelong learning. This is especially true in our modern and fast-paced world, where knowledge gained is often already outdated a year later. Keeping up with these changes forces us to be constant learners to extend our understanding continuously. And wouldn't it be a lot more desirable to learn something we genuinely love than something we did not decide to learn, but rather feel forced? Ask yourself, how do you feel about the things you have to learn? Are you doing it with love? Is it bringing happiness into your life? Or does it only feel like you are fulfilling a duty to someone else? If it is the latter, maybe it is time for a change. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. We could learn from this Albert Einstein quote that education through school and other ways of institutionalized teaching is not the only legitimate way of learning. We certainly should not rely only on others to instill knowledge into us. We also need to find our own ways of learning, and these ways may be more unconventional. If you find something that deeply interests you, learning will feel effortless. There are many examples of high school dropouts that eventually became very successful. They decided to part with traditional education and had to find their own ways of learning while discovering their passion and following their dreams. Lucky are the ones that find their passion early in life. If you haven't found your passion yet, don't worry. Keep searching. If you eventually find it, you won't even think about learning anymore, as it will come naturally. People love chopping wood. In this activity, one immediately sees results. Have you ever been chopping wood? Then you may remember the good feeling of instant gratification. It is very physical work. Results are visible immediately. It doesn't need a lot of thinking, but rather physical fitness and a good chopping technique to split the wood properly and not injure yourself. This quote could teach us the lesson that although being fun and rewarding, we should not approach everything like chopping wood. We shouldn't seek instant gratification all the time. If we want to be successful, we need to learn to delay gratification. There are things and times in our lives that need a lot of action and will bring us quick results and satisfaction, just like chopping wood. But there are also times when the axe needs to be put aside, when pausing, resting, thinking, and thoughtful planning are required to achieve our goals. So we should ask ourselves, whenever we are confronted with a challenge, is it the right time to roll up our sleeves, pick up the axe, and chop some wood? Or is it time to let the mighty axe rest and start planning our next move before we pick it up again? Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. One of the most crucial things we can do in our life is learn. You start learning the moment you are born and keep learning until your last day on planet Earth. It is in our nature. We just have to look at young children to see it. Humans are naturally curious, and lifelong learning helps our well-being. It requires an openness to new ideas and active participation in academic, creative, and cultural experiences. Through learning, we are constantly progressing and becoming smarter with each passing second, whether in academics or basic life skills. We can take this quote as a reminder to maintain and cultivate an open mind and open ourselves up to new ways and opportunities for learning. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. Einstein must have been very good at mathematics to become one of the greatest and most influential physicists of all time. We can take away some inspiration from this rather humoristic quote if we are abstracting from the math topic a little bit. We may be faced with a challenge in a particular craft, and we are struggling at our current level of expertise, and we may be worried and angry with ourselves about not making progress as fast as we want. We are running into walls again and again, telling ourselves that we are not good enough and that maybe we are already close to giving up. So let's take a moment to rest and think about how even the greatest masters, like Einstein, struggled to master their craft. They may have struggled on an entirely different level, but they most likely felt the same pain and doubts we feel today. From this insight, we can gain new power and motivation to keep trying and learning, so we eventually overcome the hurdles and truly master our craft. We get to the next level, and from that next level, we look back at the problems we fought to get there. They seem small to us in retrospect, but rest assured, new problems to be solved lie ahead of us, problems on the next level, because true mastery never is achieved without the continuous fight against strong resistance. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Einstein most likely exaggerates in this quote by stating he never thinks of the future. But his words can still remind us to ask ourselves whether we found the right balance between thinking about planning for the future and living in the present moment. Because the future is always uncertain, it is influenced by many factors that are out of our control, and we cannot plan for all eventualities. Constant thinking about what may or may not happen could occupy our minds with constant worry and cloud our view of what is vital in the present. We need to find the right balance.